LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
The summer blitz of soccer continues in MLS as the LA Galaxy hit the road for the final game of September. Tonight from Sandy, Utah, it's the Los Angeles Galaxy paying a visit to Real Salt Lake. Hey everybody, great to have you along once again right here on Galaxy Radio, wherever you may be listening. I am Christian Miles, and let's get down to business. There's no sugarcoating it right now for Los Angeles Galaxy. Times are pretty tough. 7 games without a victory, and off the back of 2 consecutive defeats, the latest of which to the last place team in the Western Conference on Sunday, Austin, by 2-0. And that means the Galaxy, as a result, has slipped from 4th to the 5th position in the Western Conference, taking 38 points from 26 games, and that leaves them just 1 point above 6th place Minnesota United FC and just 2 above the host tonight, Real Salt Lake, currently residing in the 7th position just above the playoff line. So, the road to redemption right now. 8 games remain for Los Angeles, and their firm grip on the postseason looked unquestionable at one point. Now it's grown a little bit tenuous. Not only have the results been lackluster, equally so have been the performances. The Galaxy have failed to score in the last 2 games. Frustration really starting to mount. They did create plenty of chances against Austin, but were just unable to take them. And in fact, head coach Greg Vanney said, we got into good spots. We couldn't find that final ball, but at the end of the day, it comes down to the 2 boxes. We had a lot of moments, but we didn't bury any of them. Now, Galaxy could have gotten a little bit down about this, and Greg Vanney was really surprisingly upbeat, said he was overall pleased with the work rate and effort on Sunday. Performance of much of the game was solid. He especially lauded the performance in the first 45 minutes, saying the Galaxy played very well in the first half. We controlled the game, we broke lines, and indeed got into their box, caused a lot of problems, but once again just could not find the finishing touch that proves to be rather elusive for a team who at the beginning of the campaign really could not stop scoring goals, and now looking to find the back of the net for the first time in 3 matches. They take on a Real Salt Lake team very much on the outside looking in. Jekyll and Hyde, a little harem-scarum, coming off their worst defeat of the season on Saturday, 6-1 losers away to the Portland Timbers. And ironically, that came just days after a surprise shock win, 1-0 in Sandy at the expense of Western Conference leaders Seattle Sounders. So you make heads or tails of that. We're still trying to figure it out here at LA Galaxy Radio HQ. But nevertheless, it should provide good fodder and good entertainment tonight. All right, we've just scratched the surface. When we return, we'll take a deep dive into Real Salt Lake, tell you about some coaching changes and their current run of form and striking problems. Plus, a little bit later, we'll have the Modelo starting lineups. It's LA away to RSL tonight, right here on Galaxy Radio.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Before course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. Power up like a pro. Contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
San Manuel Casino is changing its name and changing the game. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, with 2 new casino floors, now with over 6,500 slots, the most in the West. A new high-limit room for 5 elevated gaming experiences, new luxury retail shops, restaurants, and bars, and even more thrills to come. Experience a level of thrill that California has never seen before. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
And welcome back. We're just about 17 minutes away from kickoff as the LA Galaxy get set for match day 27, getting set to pay a visit to Real Salt Lake. Great to have you along wherever you may be, listener. Let's take a closer look at the hosts tonight and the opposition, Real Salt Lake, currently in the midst of turmoil and tumult, which seems to be the thriving constant for the last 2 seasons for this franchise, currently residing, as I mentioned, in the 7th and final Western Conference playoff position. And 10 wins, 10 defeats, and 6 draws. However, late last month, it was Pablo Mastroeni taking over for the departed Freddie Juarez, who inexplicably up and left the club for a assistant coaching position at Seattle Sounders. Mastroeni has been a little bit hit and miss. You may remember him from his Colorado Rapids day as a head coach and, of course, his playing days for the U.S. men's national team. 3 wins and 3 defeats from Pablo's first 6 games in charge. And it's a team that is coming off, as I mentioned, their worst defeat of the season, a 6-1 dismantling by the Portland Timbers on Saturday evening. However, that came, of course, after a midweek win, 1-0 away at home to the Seattle Sounders. So where do they go from here? Well, it's a team that's had disciplinary problems. It's a team that's lacked focus. And it's a team that really is looking for a rudder and a style of play. There are talented pieces in this lineup, namely Rubio Rubin, but especially the Croatian attacker Damir Krajlak. Since Mastroeni has come in, Krajlak, who was playing a bit of a deeper role under Freddie Juarez, has been pushed up higher, almost in a 3-5-2 type of setup, partnering Rubio Rubin, the USA international, and Albert Rusnak, who was deployed more of a wide midfield role, now tucked in as that number 10, trying to become that creative conduit and link from the midfield line to the front 2. Normally playing with 5 in the midfield with a double pivot as the 2 number 6s, Everton Luiz and Pablo Ruiz, the Brazilian-Chilean combination. And, of course, David Ochoa also brought back into the starting fray tonight. He will be wearing the gloves for Real Salt Lake, who, as I mentioned, just trying to get things going. 36 points, 2 adrift of LA Galaxy. And this is a golden opportunity for them. This is the rubber match, the 3rd and final meeting of the season. These two have met already twice. Back on August 4th, LA 1-0 victors over Real Salt Lake in Carson, thanks to an Efrain Alvarez goal early in the second half. However, just before that, Real Salt Lake and LA putting on quite a show as the Galaxy came back from 2 goals down in a 2-2 draw in Sandy. They're looking for something positive right now, something that will translate into a win. All right, we're going to take another break. When we return, we'll break down the starting 11s with the Modelo starting lineups, plus the first half kick coming up just around the corner. It's the Galaxy away to Real Salt Lake. All that and more coming up next. Stay with us.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
San Manuel Casino is changing its name and changing the game. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, with 2 new casino floors, now with over 6,500 slots, the most in the West. A new high-limit room for 5 elevated gaming experiences, new luxury retail shops, restaurants, and bars, and even more thrills to come. Experience a level of thrill that California has never seen before. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
And welcome back. We're getting closer and closer to kickoff between LA Galaxy away to Real Salt Lake in match day 27 for both of these two. Well, both trying to make some changes to the results, but not making a lot of changes to the starting lineups. The starting 11 brought to you by Modelo, setting the gold standard for authentic Mexican beer since 1925. Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Let's begin with the LA Galaxy, shall we? And they're going to make 4 changes from the team that lost to Austin. Nick DePuy will get his first appearance in 5 games, coming into central defense to displace Daniel Steres. He'll form that partnership with Sega Coulibaly just in front of goalkeeper Justin Bond. Also introduced into defense will be the Finnish-American Nico Hamalainen, who replaces Jorge Villafana, who misses out tonight with a slight knee hyperextension he experienced. You may remember he was subbed out at halftime on Sunday as Hamalainen came in and went the rest of the way. The other change, of course, seeing Efrain Alvarez getting a rare starting role as Victor Vasquez will take a place on the bench. It will be Alvarez playing in a wide role on this left-hand side of this 4-2-3-1 setup tonight for Greg Vanney. Sebastian Lletget, who was just called into the U.S. men's national team for the upcoming World Cup qualifiers earlier today, in that kind of number 10 central role just underneath Javier Hernandez. Out wide on the right will be Samuel Grandsir, the 4th change for Greg Vanney. He replaces his countryman tonight, Kevin Cabral. However, it will be on a right-sided role, so an inverted presence perhaps for Grandsir, who is naturally left-footed. So that's how the LA Galaxy set up. Let's take a look at how it shapes up right now for Pablo Mastroeni and Real Salt Lake. And this is one big surprise, a head-scratcher, if you will. Only one change from a team that was absolutely walloped on Saturday night, and that will see Michael Chang, the Cuban wingback, introduced at the expense of Justin Miram, who will drop to the bench. Otherwise, it's as you were from the exact same team that not only were beaten by Portland, but the exact same 11 that beat Seattle. So make of that what you will. Jekyll and Hyde is a great way to decide it. David Ochoa, once again, between the pipes, is 20 years of age, recently committing his international future to Mexico. It'll be a three-pronged back line as they like to play with wingbacks, Real Salt Lake. Justin Glad, Eric Holt, the former UCLA Bruin, and Tony Datkovic, their new Croatian defender, part of a three central defender setup. It'll be Aaron Herrera, the U.S. men's national teamer, wide on the right-hand side with Michael Chang on the left. In that number 6 role will be Everton Luiz, sharing the responsibilities with the Argentine Pablo Ruiz, and the creative cog in the attack, the catalyst, if you will be the Slovakian Albert Rusnak, who has scored 5 career goals against the LA Galaxy. He'll operate in that creative spot in that number 10 role just behind Rubio Rubin, their new signing, who got off to a great start but has since cooled. And, of course, Damir Krylak, their top goal scorer, has found the back of the net 11 times, good enough, tied for 9th in Major League Soccer. Something has to change for both of these two. This is a critical fixture. A draw really doesn't do either any good. Victory, very much the order of the day. We're going to take one final timeout, but don't go anywhere, listener. When we return, we get down to business. First half kickoff. Real Salt Lake, LA. Next.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
San Manuel Casino is changing its name and changing the game. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, with 2 new casino floors, now with over 6,500 slots, the most in the West. A new high-limit room for 5 elevated gaming experiences, new luxury retail shops, restaurants, and bars, and even more thrills to come. Experience a level of thrill that California has never seen before. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
And welcome back. The LA Galaxy getting set to get down to business away to Real Salt Lake in a huge game. Match day 27. Galaxy coming in, of course, 11 wins, 10 defeats, and 5 draws, and looking for their first win in 47 days since last claiming 3 points way back on August 14th in that 1-0 win away to Minnesota United FC. Since then, it's been 7 games without a victory, of course, 3 draws and 4 defeats. 2 of those 4 defeats coming in succession as of late. Before the Sunday loss away to Austin, it was a 3-0 defeat away to Minnesota back on the 18th of September. The Galaxy trying to right the ship here because they have a huge game coming up on Saturday, as well as this weekend and Sunday, rather, as they are at home to LAFC in the final installment of El Tráfico. So indeed, trying to finish on a high before a 13-day international break comes up after Sunday. They want to go into that with positive momentum and really need that positivity, not just for results' sake, but for confidence' sake right now, because it is not high. However, the Galaxy not too down, as noted by the comments made this week by Jonathan Dos Santos, who said, the current situation, it's not the end of the world. We are one of the best teams in the league. This team is like family. We definitely want to get things going, but I know we are going to get out of this situation, unquote. So a little air of positivity, a little nonchalance perhaps, but the Galaxy trying to find some confidence right now. But one thing is rest assured, and one thing will be necessary. The Galaxy need a better start this evening. All too often, in fact, in the last 3 games, the Galaxy have come out a little nonchalant, a little bit casual at times, and not being hard enough to play against is how Greg Vanney has characterized it. They've been scored on first, and the Galaxy, we know about their well-documented troubles of trying to score when teams have scored first. In fact, when the opposition does find the back of the net before they do, the Galaxy, of course, have only found 1 victory in 11 games. So that first goal is vital, as the Galaxy looking to avoid trying to have to break down opponents who like to sit back and stay compact, something that has proven to be very elusive for them. So 4 changes tonight for the Galaxy from the team that lost in Austin, the 3rd time to the last place team in the Western Conference here in 2021, as Nick DePuy and Nico Hamalainen are introduced into defense for Daniel Steres and Jorge Villafana. Efrain Alvarez and Samuel Grandsir brought into attacking roles wide in midfield, as Victor Vasquez and Kevin Cabral will drop to the bench. This, of course, the 45th meeting between these 2 Western Conference rivals, dating back to 2005, the first year of Real Salt Lake's existence. And the Galaxy have a pretty decent record, winning 19 of the previous 44 encounters. They've only lost once in their last 6 meetings. So the Galaxy looking to go up and continue their rich vein of form, and looking for their 2nd consecutive win after a 1-0 triumph over RSL early last month. The Galaxy, if you have a screen in front of you, will be attacking the goal to the left in the white strip. It'll be Real Salt Lake in their claret and cobalt, going from left to right. Great to have you along. An important 90 minutes ahead for Los Angeles, trying to get back to winning ways. And it will be a throw-in from the get-go here for Real Salt Lake, as referee Tori Penso will oversee the festivities tonight. She will be assisted by Ian Anderson and Ian McKay. The 4th official is Victor Rivas, and up in the VAR booth will be Edvin Jurasevich, who will be assisted by Jeff Mushik. So Real Salt Lake in possession, dropping it back to their center half. It will be Eric Colt, the former UCLA Bruin, trying to go long and pick out the run for Rubio Rabin. But the first touch of the game on the edge of the box for Galaxy goalkeeper Jonathan Bond, who had a slight quad strain. Missed out on the games, of course, against Minnesota and Houston, as Jonathan Klinsmann deputized. But Bond back in between the pipes now for the 23rd game in his first season with LA, and they've got some attacking success down this right-hand side It's a good run from Julian Araujo, trying to leave it for Sebastian Lletget, but it went too far ahead of the U.S. men's national teamer. Lletget, of course, made his 150th MLS appearance on Sunday in Austin. Would like to make his 151st a little more memorable than Sunday evening. Nick DePuy dives into the challenge free kick at the near halfway line. DePuy, big story coming in for Daniel Steres. Galaxy going with 4 at the back, a 4-2-3-1 setup tonight. Left-hand side now, and here come Real Salt Lake coming into the Galaxy half, setting it up for Rubio Rubin is Michael Chang. Rubin well closed down by a trio of Galaxy defenders. Out wide it comes for RSL, and their creative catalyst, Amir Krylak. Good 1v1 defending back there from the Galaxy, and Samuel Grand-Cyr dropping very deep to do the dirty work. However, Pablo Ruiz restoring possession to the Utah side. Very difficult to beat here on their home ground. 25 points from 13 games. Not spectacular, but good enough for 4th best in the Western Conference. They've only lost twice in those 13 games here at Rio Tinto Stadium. It'll slide out of play. A little bit of a communication breakdown with Everton Luis and Aaron Herrera on the right-hand side, right in front of the RSL bench. So it'll be a throw-in for LA. Greg Vanney trying to get it right. Wasn't too pleased, but said of needing that first goal, it would be very helpful if we can get the first goal tonight. We've struggled to break down opposition when they sit back and stay compact. When the opposition scores first, success has been hard for us to come by. Now Salt Lake trying to steer themselves to success. Been a little bit patchy and hit and miss. Looked as though they had righted a ship with 3 wins in 4, but then Portland came in and threw that into disarray with a bloodthirsty 6-1 win up in Portland. And now it's Real Salt Lake looking for that bounce back. The first 15 minutes of this game could really tell a lot of the story for both of these two, searching for greater consistency. So a throw in now in the 4th minute. Still no goals between RSL and your LA Galaxy. It'll be Chang on the left-hand side, level with the Galaxy penalty area. Nice little give and go with Krylak on the edge of the box, squared out in front. Rubin leaves it for Herrera. The Galaxy wobbling on the back foot and bursting away with it is Ryan Raveloson, who locates Seba Lletget. He finds the link play wide on this right-hand side for Efrain Alvarez. Getting the start tonight. The overlap is there from Julian Araujo. It was a real strong, quick counter-attacking move from LA. Clever approach play from RSL moments ago as the dummy was left from Rubin and it dropped fortuitously to the feet of Raveloson. So the Galaxy looking to return fire. An open start to this one as it comes wide to the right-hand side. This is Nick DePuy at the midpoint. Locating the orange-booted Raveloson, operating as that number 6, wearing that number 6. And Lletget will spill it wide for Araujo and completely overhits his cross. They'll go outside the penalty area. It bounces to the feet of Sammy Grand-Cyr, who won't take Aaron Herrera 1v1, at least not on this occasion. Keep your eye on that matchup. It should be fascinating. Herrera, one of the better performers at the right back position, along with LA's Julian Araujo. It'll be interesting to see how Grand-Cyr plies his trade. DePuy with a niggling little challenge at midfield, and down goes Rubio Rubin. Big night for the 26-year-old DePuy, unused in the last 4 games, making his first appearance since that loss to San Jose back on August 20th. That was his only appearance in 10 matches, so he's been used sparingly, but he is the preferred partner tonight for Sega Coulibaly, as Daniel Steres has dropped to the bench. The Galaxy trying to shake things up and wake up this defense, which in their head coach's estimation has just been too darn easy to play against. Throw in near side, Hamalainen, just in front of the Galaxy bench, and LA cough it up. Ruiz, the Argentine, finds his way forward, tries to link up with Michael Chang, and the Cuban can't control, and on the burst is Julian Araujo trying to get goal side of Tony Dakovic. It'll come out and play, and it will be a goal kick for David Ochoa, one of 3 goalkeepers utilized this year by head coach Pablo Mastroeni and Freddy Juarez. This is the 7th game since Pablo Mastroeni took over for Juarez back on August 27th. He was a former assistant after serving as a head coach in the past for Colorado Rapids for a lengthy spell. 10 wins, 10 defeats, and 6 draws for Real Salt Lake, hovering just above the point, the playoff line, in a busy night in Major League Soccer. Every team but one in action. Efrain Alvarez now about 30 yards away sets it up for Javier Chicharito Hernandez, who has the support of his countryman, Jonathan Dos Santos, who can't pull it out. All action, Jonathan Dos Santos does really well, though, to keep this move alive. Left-hand side, Grancier switches that point of attack on the cross, out in front, and Chicharito deflects it. He appeals for the corner kick. Claimed there was a touch from Ochoa, but no one answering that appeal. It was a wonderful ball from Grancier, and just the gentlest of deflections from Chicharito Hernandez across the face of goal, and it was an empty net for Alvarez, but he couldn't pounce quickly enough. And that's the claim from Javier Hernandez. Took a deflection off of Eric Holt. The referee not seeing it as such, so Torrey Pinto awarding the goal kick and a foul at midfield going against the Galaxy. Wonderful play. The big switch started from Samuel Grancier. Hernandez at a real tough angle was closed down by the defender and the goalkeeper, and it was Efra Alvarez who was all by himself at that far post. It would have been a simple tap-in for the Mexico men. It wasn't to be. Efrain Alvarez coming in. LA on the back foot here and clears it to safety. It'll come out to the near side for an RSL throw. It's an attack-minded lineup tonight from Real Salt Lake. Team that's amassed 42 goals. 5 more than Los Angeles this season, as it takes an odd deflection on the throw-in, and Depew intervenes, making a no-nonsense clearance, so it'll result in the corner kick for the Galaxy, who are looking a little unassured back there right now. And Greg Vanny up and off his bench, letting the 4th official hear it, giving Victor Rivas an earful. So we'll see how RSL react. They've scored 3 times from corner kicks this season. Galaxy have allowed 4 near side, and it will be far post delivery. Eric Holt gets underneath it. Decent ball across from Rusnak, and arriving on the edge of the box was Herrera, who couldn't make flush contact. Herrera knocks it forward, and finally steered to safety by LA's Nico Hamalainen. One of those 4 changes tonight, and in for the injured Jorge Villafana. Seen the Galaxy tinker with their lineup, going with 3 at the back sometimes, switching the fullbacks. Hamalainen has virtually rotated that since coming over on loan in August from Queen's Park Rangers of England. Previous MLS experience with LAFC. Eric Holt manhandling Javier Chicharito Hernandez, so Chicha gets the free kick at the expense of the Real Salt Lake defender. Holt getting just his 4th start of the season. And a big one for him. The Galaxy will keep possession and maintain order, sending it all the way back to Jonathan Bond. Here's Sega Koulibaly with a rare touch and higher pressure. Galaxy need to be a little bit more careful in possession. At times it's been careless. Too many unforced errors and needless giveaways have resulted in putting themselves under unwarranted pressure, kind of shooting themselves in the foot, so to speak. RSL trying to make some inroads down that left-hand side, and Koulibaly will clear it out, and it will be a goal kick for Los Angeles. Soccer fans, the Galaxy Stretch Run is now available for all fans. Be here to witness all the biggest matches as your LA Galaxy claim home field advantage for the 2021 Audi MLS Cup playoffs. The Stretch Run includes special rates for remaining regular season games. For information, email ticket plans at lagalaxy.com or visit lagalaxy.com/tickets today. Great conditions tonight. Pitch in pristine order. A little bit of a nip in the air. Remember, fall is upon us. 57 degrees in clear skies in the Salt Lake City area. Last off of Julian Araujo. So it will be a free kick here for Los Angeles. 13 minutes gone. Still no goals between these two. A rather cagey start. We'll go back to Real Salt Lake, and Holt will send it over for Justin Glad. Long searching ball, trying to pick out the forward-minded Aaron Herrera, and last off of Real Salt Lake. So a Galaxy throw here. Near side for Nico Hamalainen, who finds Chicha Hernandez. Lovely turn past Ruiz. Just caught in the spokes behind, and it will be last off of Chicha, so a throw-in for Real Salt Lake. 7 wins, 2 defeats, and 4 draws here on their home ground. Galaxy trying to improve upon an away record that has seen them net 4 victories in the 13 games on their travels. 6 defeats coinciding with 3 draws here in 2021. Good enough for 15 points, but not that impressive. Good enough for 5th best in the West. Rusnak, the Slovakian, dropping deeper, leaving it wide for the Croatian Datkovic. Hopeful ball played up. Then will be pinged back to the goalkeeper, Ochoa, who will restart things here 13 and a half minutes in. Galaxy with just 1 win in their last 5 away from home. 2 defeats and 2 draws in the process. Their last of which, as I mentioned, their last victory as a whole 46 days ago, rather, away to Minnesota United. So back to Koulibaly as the Galaxy get possession back. It's become more ebb than flow. Higher pressure on Nick Depew. We'll send it back to Bond. Galaxy under a little bit of duress from this press. Koulibaly and their center backs really spread wide, with Raveloson dropping in the middle. Greg Vanney trying to push his fullbacks higher as it goes all the way back to Ochoa, who pops one up. This is Datkovic operating the left-hand side. Well closed down by Sebastian Leggett and Efrain Alvarez, but it comes off the Galaxy duo and out for a Real Salt Lake throw-in. Jonathan Bond coming back, as I mentioned, his 23rd appearance of the season. Not called into action on too many occasions on Sunday was Bond, just making 3 saves in that 2-0 loss to Austin. That one of the few positives for the Galaxy, who, of course, suffered their 10th defeat of the season. Their 4th of which coming in this 7-match winless run. Here's Depew. Setting up nicely for Hernandez, who drops into a deeper role. Good understanding with Jonah Dos Santos, but those two have been playing with each other for years for El Tri and the Mexican national team. Here's Ryan Raveloson, the Malagasy midfielder, part of Madagascar's current World Cup qualification campaign in Africa. A gap opens up for Chicha, leaves it wide. This is Araujo. Excitement here. Chicharito Hernandez stinging the gloves of David Ochoa. The Mexican let fly just outside of the box, but some strong wrists from the RSL keeper, keeping it goalless. The Galaxy smelling blood in the water. Efra Alvarez supported by Jonah Dos Santos. Araujo just on the edge of the RSL box, and he crumples to the floor. And a free kick just on the corner of the penalty area on that left-hand side for Real Salt Lake. Araujo, the most dangerous of creators, and sets it up beautifully for Hernandez, who hit it first time from that central position just outside of the penalty area, but is a strong hand from David Ochoa. Ochoa making 3 saves in that humiliating loss to Portland after letting in 6. So it sits up on that far right-hand side on the edge of the Real Salt Lake penalty area for one Efrain Alvarez. And this is an angle that suits him well, along with Jonathan Dos Santos. It's Efra Alvarez and pushed away by David Ochoa. Those two coming together could find themselves international teammates with Mexico one day. So a throw-in now deep into RSL's defensive third is the Galaxy pile on the pressure. Here's Ravelison. Just cheaply given away, and we've seen that all too frequently this season. Galaxy with those unforced errors in possession. So RSL taking over. Holt will leave it wide on that left-hand side for Datkovic, who was signed this summer. Datkovic coming over from Aris of Greece after spending the earlier parts of 2021 on loan to Cartagena in the Spanish second division. Whistle against Real Salt Lake, and Pablo Ruiz, who's very vociferous in his protest, came in late on Chicharito Hernandez. Ruiz claiming he won it. Referee not agreeing with the Argentine. He's found his way back into the lineups after some substandard performances. Perhaps a new lease on life with a new head coach. Mastroeni, of course, the interim boss after Freddy Juarez resigned late last month. So Jonathan Dos Santos sends the free kick in. No problem for Real Salt Lake, who are resolute defensively. The two teams, of course, aiming for 3 points, but secondary to that objective, I'm sure, would be a clean sheet this evening. Something that's been too few and far between. The Galaxy on the front foot here, though, just across the face of the penalty area before it's cleared away by RSL's Aaron Herrera. Jonathan Dos Santos now supported by Nico Hamalainen. This is Nick DePew inside of his own half. Hamalainen going central now, still ahead after that set piece. Sebastian Lletget holding things down on this left-hand side, and Hamalainen wriggles around Ruiz, but couldn't link up with Chicharito. And it bounces and rolls safely into the gloves of David Ochoa. 20 minutes gone, no goals between RSL and the Los Angeles Galaxy. This is Galaxy Radio. I'm Christian Miles. A pleasure to bring you all the action from Sandy, Utah. RSL in possession. And it will be a free kick. Or no, the referee waves it on. Up and over the top they go. And Damir Krylak, the talented Croatian, just on the edge of the Galaxy box and dispossessed. Good piece of defending from Nick DePew. A big, strong presence. 6'5" is DePew. Is the Galaxy having the better of it early in terms of possession, with 54% to 46% for Real Salt Lake, but each side with just one shot so far to show for it. No real clear-cut chances. Neither have been too menacing going forward. Galaxy get it back now. Semi Lletget helping it on for Sammy Grandcir. He came on as a sub late in the second half, replacing Kevin Cabral on Sunday. Some of the criticism on Grandcir as well as Cabral, they want more end product out of them. There's been plenty of endeavor from Grandcir, who can drop deep and really provide pace and creative impetus from deeper positions, but it hasn't really translated into too many chances for the Frenchman. Has hit the woodwork on 3 or 4 occasions so far. So back to Ochoa, who gives it a ride and sends it straight up centrally off the foot of Krylak. The 32-year-old Croatian now supported wide on his left-hand side. Here comes RSL playing it early, but it's over hit for Herrera. He likes to bomb on Herrera from that wing-back roll wide on the right-hand side. It's part of that new system for Real Salt Lake, instilled by Pablo Mastroeni. So Bond on the goal kick. Sends it forward now. Efrain Alvarez for Seba Leggett. The two CONCACAF rivals now teammates tonight. Here's Chicharito now. Dropping to midfield, releasing Grancier wide on his left-hand side and bearing down on the RSL box. A couple of step-overs. Grancier lets it go. Once again, though, not enough power to trouble Ochoa. Easy catch for the Real Salt Lake goalkeeper. Nevertheless, it will present a shot on target. Back the other way as this one opens up slightly. Coming up at halftime, we'll get you apprised of all the other scores around Major League Soccer. About 11 or 12 games tonight. Tell you about a few upsets as well. Here's Grancier looking to atone that nice little run a moment ago, supported by Hamalainen. This is Raveloson dictating from that central midfield position, part of that double pivot tonight with Jonathan Dos Santos. Raveloson giving way to Dos Santos, who likes to make those box-to-box attacking runs. Hasn't been a season to write home about for the Mexico international, but nonetheless an important player for LA. Wide to the right-hand side, and it disseminates into nothing. Just past Julian Araujo. Inside that Real Salt Lake defensive third. So a throw-in now for RSL. Trying to ignite their season. Virtually everybody available tonight for Los Angeles, with the exception being Derek Williams, a defender who's been missing since the 11th, going out injured on the 11th of September at Colorado with a slight groin strain, and he hasn't featured since. And, of course, Jorge Villafaña with a slight knee issue. Came off at halftime on Sunday evening. Is not part of the setup tonight. Wide to the right now for Julian Araujo. The Galaxy with a better spell of possession. Trying to find some possession with a purpose. Penetration been hard to come by. Here's Raveloson now, releasing the attack-minded Hamalainen on his left-hand side. Gets off the good delivery and the punch from Ochoa. Only as far as Efra Alvarez. It's Efrain Alvarez on a couple of step-overs. Just needed that final ball for Chicha Hernandez. Good endeavor from Hamalainen wide on his left-hand side. Goalkeeper's punch only as far as Efrain Alvarez. Has looked dangerous tonight, but no doubt about the youngster's prolific attacking talents. That's for sure, as he slipped around one marker. Just showed too much of it out of play. And like Grancier and Cabral, the Galaxy just seeking a little more quality in the end product from the young 20-year-old, 19-year-old Efra Alvarez. Here's his former LA Galaxy 2 teammate, Julian Araujo, who arrives on that right-hand side. The Galaxy mounting their approaches primarily predicated on width. They'll drop it back now. This is Koulibaly. Move kept alive by Raveloson. This is Nick Depew operating at the halfway line, supported by Nico Hamalainen. Good skill, this. Chicha Hernandez dropping into that deep role, trying to become the facilitator, trying to find the game. Just hasn't had his chance yet, with the exception of that one on the edge of the box that was saved by Ochoa. And that one of the two shots on goal we've seen so far this evening for the Galaxy. Nothing of consequence so far for Real Salt Lake. So a positive start defensively in that regard for the Galaxy. 27th minute. Real Salt Lake and LA goalless so far. It'll be a throw-in for Julian Araujo, trying to find his way to Sebastian Lletget, and it's RSL who win it back down the left inside the Galaxy half, and they skin one defender. It's Ruiz who squares it into that danger area. It's left for Aaron Hernandez. He'll need some support, and Herrera has it poked away by LA's Nico Hamalainen, and it will come out for an RSL throw. Galaxy, once again, just lacking a little conviction defensively. It's a team that would be well advised to keep their shape. They've been undone so many times on counterattacks this year where they've proven to be exceptionally vulnerable. Rusnak rescuing possession now and keeping the move alive under a heavy press from LA inside the RSL half. And the Utah side doing a good job of breaking it, but it's won back by Hamalainen. Hernandez leaves the dummy now, and it's out for Efrain Alvarez, but the flag has gone up against the Galaxy. Chicharito Hernandez appealing with referee Tori Pinso. While we've got a moment, Galaxy fans, catch the biggest match of the year as your LA Galaxy take on LAFC with a special celebration for LA Galaxy and U.S. men's national team legend Landon Donovan. Be at Dignity Hill Sports Park to witness this once-in-a-lifetime moment in soccer history coming up on Sunday at October 3rd at 5 p.m., people. Get down here or visit lagalaxy.com/tickets to secure your seats today. 0-0. Quite the conundrum for LA. Wanted a strong start. Didn't want to put a foot wrong. Last 3 games, the Galaxy have had their problems. Letting in early goals to Houston and Minnesota United. Had a good first half against Austin, but eventually let them score first on the 64th Sunday night. Austin tacking one on late on thanks to Gaines 11 minutes from time to solidify that 2-0 win. A match that saw the Galaxy with the majority of possession and most of the clear-cut chances as well, putting 7 on target. Rubio Rabin now going to work on Nick DePuy, who's acquitted himself well in a starting role tonight. 12th time he's been utilized in the first 11 in the 19 occasions he's been calling upon. It'll go out of play and a far side throw now for the Galaxy. This is Sega Koulibaly. Galaxy need a little more creative edge. Hasn't been from a shortage of attacking graft in industry, that's for sure. Little lapse of concentration as it goes under the foot of Bond, but he recovers well enough. Here's DePuy. Half an hour in, trying to set the table for Lletget, who leaves it on the left-hand side inside the RSL half. Here is Grandsier, the former Monaco man. Takes an unlucky deflection off the RSL man and off of Grandsier. So a Real Salt Lake throw just in front of interim head coach Pablo Mastroeni. Galaxy dropping from 4th to 5th, trying to work their way back up the table, that's for sure. '31st minute now, and it will be Rusnak, who's really dropped into a deep-lying role this evening. Galaxy easily repelling that. It hasn't been much creative endeavor on the other side of the ball either, but Grandsier hoping to profit right now. Cuts it on the inside channel, needs the support. And that final ball, once again, broken up at the heart of that Real Salt Lake defense. Out it pops wide on the right-hand side. Here comes the overlap from Araujo. He's got several options, pulls it back. Efra Alvarez took a deflection on its way out, and it will be the Galaxy's first corner of the game. Good approach play from LA. Came out wide to the right-hand side, and Araujo doing everything right, making the correct decision, pulling it back, and that late run arriving from Alvarez. Seen so much of that this season from Julian Araujo, who's been far and away, hands down, the most dangerous player from LA. As they go short on their corner, chipped out in front and headed away by Datkovic. On the opposite side of the penalty area, it's Grand Cyr, leaves it. Jonah Dos Santos plays one in, and it's promptly dispatched. Araujo's cross, trying to pick out Hernandez, who got underneath it, but sends it wide. The Galaxy continue to forage away. Efrain Alvarez seeking to turn, but is dispossessed. And RSL able to relieve the pressure. The Galaxy just trying to turn the screw. It's a good sequence, this. Ball in from Araujo. And it was Chicharito Hernandez who's headed it right back across the face of goal. Right in front of that 6-yard box. The Galaxy hoping victory would come their way. It would be their 12th this season. And if results go their way, they could reclaim the 4th position and overtake the Portland Timbers. Much easier said than done, however. Timbers playing some very good football right now and are on the road to LAFC. Kickoff time at 7:30 in just 20 minutes. Galaxy going right back to work the other way, putting RSL on the back foot off of Eric Holt as we head into the final quarter of an hour of half number 1. Galaxy and RSL still goalless. This all-important Western Conference tilt. Real Salt Lake, meanwhile, if they could take 3 points, that would do them a lot of good. They could overtake LA. After that Minnesota defeat earlier, which we'll get you apprised of at halftime, they would overtake Minnesota United and the Galaxy and move just behind 4th place Portland. Here come the Galaxy on the front foot behind Jonah Dos Santos into the penalty area. Grand Cyr, and out comes Ochoa. His first time hit from the French winger, who's drifted over to this left-hand side, but easily held enough by David Ochoa. You're seeing more of the same from LA. Approach play to be applauded. Quality, creative, attacking endeavor, but in that final third, just trying to find that extra bit of spit and polish. Just hasn't been there. Hernandez, of course, still trying to find his way back into full fitness. His 5th game back after that long stretch, 12 games with that calf injury. Scored once since coming back. 11 total on the campaign, equal with Damir Krylak. Tied for 9th best in the league. Here is Rusnak trying to arrive on that far side, but headed off by Koulibaly, who makes a no-nonsense clearance out of play. It'll be an RSL throw deep inside the Galaxy defensive third as Greg Vanny gets off his bench now. None too pleased. RSL now looking for a little bit more conviction in that attacking third themselves. The run from Rubin dealt with well by Julian Araujo. Throwing on that far side. 35th minute for Albert Rusnak. The Slovakian designated player sends it inside. On the turn was Rubin, but muscular defending from Sega Koulibaly. Now the chance for the Galaxy to break, and it's a 2v4. Grand Cyr gets it caught from behind by Pablo Ruiz. Good counterattack transition defending from Real Salt Lake, and now Glad back the other way into the Galaxy half. A slip from Herrera on this right-hand side, right in front of the Galaxy bench, and LA have won the throw. It's been open. It hasn't been closed off. Not exactly sparkling soccer, you would say. But nonetheless, entertaining. Throw in for Nico Hamalainen. 10 minutes to go until halftime. This is Sebastian Leggett. Left for Raveloson to mop up at the back. He's done really well. Links with Seba Leggett in that central role, I believe, where he's the most comfortable. And it's sprung. Jonah Dos Santos on the right-hand side, who crosses and strides into the Real Salt Lake half. Supported by Sega Koulibaly. Depew for Hamalainen, who flirts with the halfway line. The Finnish left fullback finds Chicha Hernandez, who drops very deep once again. Okay, about 20 yards off of the penalty area. Keeps the move alive for Raveloson. He's desperate to find the game. Chicharito Hernandez. This is Efra Alvarez. Raveloson now for Jonah Dos Santos, a links with Leggett, who finds his right fullback, Julian Araujo now. Leggett gets it back. Better soccer from L.A. Leggett looking for an opening. Quick little turn from the USA International. Takes a deflection out, and the Galaxy will have the corner kick. Hey, soccer fans. L.A. is excited to announce season tickets for the 2022 MLS season are now on sale. Learn all about what it means to be a part of the Galaxy community by joining as an LA Galaxy season ticket member. Call 1-877-3-GALAXY, that's 342-5299, or visit lagalaxy.com/since96 today. 38th minute, corner kick, far side. Efrain Alvarez over it for the Galaxy. Good delivery, and right into the teeth of that RSL defense, who are not out of the woods yet, and it's Julian Araujo's insightful ball being to the feet of the RSL defenders once again, and Hamalainen pumps one in as Ochoa comes out to claim. A good flurry, but once again the Galaxy coming away without a quality chance on target. Real Salt Lake weathering this storm, but it hasn't been impressive from the hosts. So back the other way, contentious, and the Galaxy winning the territorial battle right now. Sit over to the right, arriving is Efrain Alvarez. He'll have the overlap on the edge of the box. Good-looking cross for Chicha Hernandez. Claims it took a deflection. It looked as though it did from our vantage point. Chicharito's had a running dialogue. He may have a grounds for the case here, and it looked as though it went off of Justin Glad, the defender. Not sure what the referee is thinking. That's not the best of decisions from Tori Pinso. Clearly off the Real Salt Lake defender. So the free kick, or the goal kick rather, for David Ochoa. Galaxy settling into an attacking rhythm. Here's Araujo for Koulibaly. It's given away. Rosnak just couldn't quite dig it out as he was jockeying with Jonah Dos Santos. And here comes Nico Hamalainen arriving on this left-hand side. Chicharito Hernandez lays it off. And here comes Efra Alvarez on the edge of the RSL penalty area. Efrain Alvarez seeking out some options. Lifts it up for Raveloson. And it bounces over the head of Grand Cyr, who keeps it in on this left-hand side. Grand Cyr wheels around centrally. Well, he'll be supported by Jonathan Dos Santos, playing a little more withdrawn than Raveloson. Araujo, Leggett on the edge of the box. Chicharito looking for room to turn. It's Ryan Raveloson. Now joining in on the left is Hamalainen, whose cross is dealt with by Tony Datkovic. RSL have had an answer for every foray. Here comes Koulibaly. Wide to the right, and here comes Araujo. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Koulibaly looking for a little crack, a fissure in that RSL defense. Raveloson. Nowhere for him to go. And Grand Cyr on this left-hand side in support. Thinks about a shot, leaves it for Leggett. Scooped up and over the top, and Grand Cyr lays lace to leather as it pops up. Chased down by Julian Araujo. Relentless pressure this from Los Angeles. Leggett on the edge of the box, but his first touch just got away from him. It sits up for Hamalainen, and here come the Galaxy, wave after wave. Just inundating this Real Salt Lake defense, which is held firm so far. have a pretty decent defensive record in terms of shutouts, with 6 this season, Real Salt Lake. But when they concede, they tend to let the floodgates open. They've allowed 41, tied with Houston for 7th most in Major League Soccer. Galaxy, the better of these two teams, owning much of the midfield play. This one kind of unfolding in similar vein as we saw in the first half against Austin on Sunday. But it's broken now for Chang, right on this left-hand side. Fires off an early cross and entirely mishit and out of play. That's disappointing for Real Salt Lake, who've been rather wasteful with their adventures forward. Still looking for their first attempt and test for LA Galaxy goalkeeper Jonathan Bond. As I mentioned, coming up at halftime, we'll give you a prize on all the other scores, plus some halftime analysis and much, much more. All that and more here on Galaxy Radio at the break. 43rd minute as Bond lets it go. Good flick forward from Leggett, and it'll come out of play. Hey, soccer fans, the LA Galaxy stretch run is now available for all fans. Be here to witness all the biggest matches as your Galaxy look to claim home field advantage for the Audi 2021 MLS Cup playoffs. The stretch run includes special rates for remaining regular season games. For more information, email ticket plans at lagalaxy.com or visit lagalaxy.com/tickets today. Is there a late twist in the first half tail, as they say? Leggett, Grandcir, lurking on the edge of the box. It's Grandcir twisting and turning. Sammy Grandcir. And a last-ditch tackle from both Justin Glad and Eric Holt, shutting down the French winger. It was a good piece of endeavor from Grandcir, who corkscrewed Glad, and Holt did well to come across from his central role. Saw the danger and eliminated it with that block sliding in. The Galaxy looking for success here on their third corner. Leggett on this near side on the 44th. This would be a huge coup. Lifts one into that danger area and dispatched with promptly by RSL. They've only allowed 3 from corners this year, Real Salt Lake. Here's Sebastian Leggett going to work once again, and his cross comes shot aimlessly into the hands of David Ochoa. Ochoa, originally from Oxnard, local Southern California product, just 20 years of age. Interesting story. He was part of the USA setup throughout his youth. Part of the USA team that, of course, defeated Mexico back as recently as June in the CONCACAF Nations League final. However, since then, joined up with El Tri at the invitation of Tata Martino and had decided to switch his allegiances to Mexico and filed the one-time FIFA change of nationality, so to speak. So no chance for Ochoa to feature for the U.S. men's national team now after coming through its youth program. Here's Rusnak now, leaves it across. Great looking cross it was. The save is from Bond. The Galaxy scrambling, and somehow or another, Damir Krylak fails to score for RSL, but did it cross the line is the question. Krylak celebrating, the goal is given, and Real Salt Lake have stolen one here on the stroke of halftime. 1-0 to RSL.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. Power up like a pro. Contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile.
Difficulties, but RSL and Damir Krylak getting that 1-goal advantage. Krylak with his 12th goal of the season, and now halftime arrives. Damir Krylak on a lovely ball, solidifying what has been a haphazard and less than dangerous first half of play from Real Salt Lake. Torrey Penso appealing and discussing the goal with goalkeeper Jonathan Bond, but the referee, upon the review of Edvin Jurasevich up in the VAR booth, the goal was given. It clearly crossed the line, a deserved goal from RSL. Halftime now at Rio Tinto Stadium reads RSL 1, the LA Galaxy 0.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
San Manuel Casino is changing its name and changing the game. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, with 2 new casino floors, now with over 6,500 slots, the most in the West. A new high-limit room for 5 elevated gaming experiences, new luxury retail shops, restaurants, and bars, and even more thrills to come. Experience a level of thrill that California has never seen before. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
And welcome back. Halftime here in Sandy, Utah. The LA Galaxy seeing Real Salt Lake steal one just before halftime. The header from Damir Krylak on the stroke of halftime, making it 1-0 at the break here for the hosts. Let's get you updated on some of the other scores around Major League Soccer tonight, and a busy slate. We can tell you it was Toronto SC with a huge win earlier today by the score of 3-2 at the expense of who else but SC Cincinnati. Earlier was Atlanta 1-0 on a late second half penalty kick from Josef Martinez. 1-0 over Inter Miami. DC 3, Minnesota United 1. Ola Kamara continuing his tear through Major League Soccer, and amongst the goal scorers for DC, you continue to hit form right now. Elsewhere, it was Montreal 1, New England 4. New England, you may remember, already claiming the Supporters' Shield race at the top spot right now, and they've already clinched a spot in the playoffs. Stay tuned to that one. Red Bull New York 1, Philadelphia 1, Chicago 2-0 over NYCFC. So perhaps a big upset there as goals coming in that one from Chicago late in the second half. NYCFC, usually a flurry for them, but unable to get it going. It was Baric on target just after halftime, and then 24 minutes from time, Navarro solidifying a rare win for the men from the Windy City. Dallas 1, Sporting Kansas City 3, so a big one for Sporting on the road as they continue their charge up the Western Conference standings. In progress right now, late on, Nashville 2-1 over Orlando in the 89th minute. Colorado dismantling Austin midway through the second half, 3-0. And Houston and Vancouver, 12 minutes into half number 2, no goals between those two. And, of course, LAFC and Portland just underway, along with San Jose at home to Seattle. So lots to talk about. When we return, we'll break down the first half. It's LA 0, Real Salt Lake 1 on Galaxy Radio.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
San Manuel Casino is changing its name and changing the game. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, with 2 new casino floors, now with over 6,500 slots, the most in the West. A new high-limit room for 5 elevated gaming experiences, new luxury retail shops, restaurants, and bars, and even more thrills to come. Experience a level of thrill that California has never seen before. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
And welcome back to Rio Tinto Stadium halftime. Real Salt Lake up 1-0 over the LA Galaxy. The Galaxy with virtual domination throughout the first 45 minutes. The better of these two teams, but unable to find that end product. And as a result, it comes back to haunt them. Let's break down the numbers for you and the way it sits up here at the break. In terms of shots on goal, the Galaxy was 7, 2 of which on target. Just the one shot on target, and it came on that cross and header from Damir Krylak. In terms of possession, the Galaxy was 63% of the ball to just 37 for RSL. So possession, but possession without a purpose. But no doubt that goalkeeper David Ochoa has been the busier of these two, having to make 2 saves. Jonathan Bond, who tried to scramble on that goal line clearance and keep it out, couldn't quite pull it off. And as a result, well, RSL in the driver's seat right now. And for the 3rd game running, the LA Galaxy have let the opposition score first, and they will have to try and claw their way out of a hole. It's not going to be easy, but we'll see. No doubt that Greg Vanney will not be pleased with the way this one unfolded, defensively letting one in and perhaps going to sleep. But Krylak seeing his chance and taking his chance, and Real Salt Lake on the verge, of course, of winning their 4th in 5 games. All right, we're going to step aside one more time here on Galaxy Radio. When we return, we'll see what's in store and see if there's any changes. Second half, RSL and LA next.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
San Manuel Casino is changing its name and changing the game. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, with 2 new casino floors, now with over 6,500 slots, the most in the West. A new high-limit room for 5 elevated gaming experiences, new luxury retail shops, restaurants, and bars, and even more thrills to come. Experience a level of thrill that California has never seen before. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
And welcome back. We're just seconds away from the start of the second half. First half that was cruel and twisted from a Galaxy perspective is Damir Krylak just before the break getting the strike off a lovely cross from Albert Rusnak, and that is where we stand. It's RSL 1, the Galaxy 0, and the Galaxy once again for the 4th great game running are have to claw their way back from the first goal scored by the opposition if they want to take anything positive out of it. It certainly doesn't bode well, as we've mentioned throughout, and it's been a commonly used statistic In the previous 12 times that the Galaxy have allowed or conceded the first goal, they've only taken victory on one occasion. So certainly recent history not favoring the visitors right now, as the Galaxy trying to end a winless run of 7, their longest of 2021. Second half is in play. Great to have you along wherever you may be here on Galaxy Radio. I'm Christian Miles, of Galaxy in the white. If you have a screen in front of you, they'll be attacking from left to right. RSL and their familiar home claret and cobalt. And feeling very, very confident. We'll see what kind of response we see from the Galaxy after letting in that late first half goal from Damir Kreilach. Kreilach with his 12th of the season. Top goal scorer and amongst the top goal getters in all of Major League Soccer here in 2021. It's been a season has seen a revelation for the Croatian, and he's continued in fine fettle here, taking advantage of really the only chance in the first half that Real Salt Lake had. And they get it back down the right-hand side. Here comes Everton Luiz, the Brazilian, linking up with Rabin, who's chopped down by big Nick DePuy, and it will be a free kick and a yellow card for the Galaxy defender, who becomes the first man booked for either team this evening. Just came in late, but a tactical foul made by DePuy, who's not exactly graced with the utmost speed and pace. Rubio Rabin got turned, and DePuy arriving late, so DePuy collecting his third yellow of the season. One of 4 changes tonight for the Galaxy from the team that was beaten by Austin on Sunday. Replacing Daniel Steres in the heart of that Galaxy defense. 47th minute. It'll be a free kick now for Real Salt Lake. They've just got one on that stroke of halftime. Trying to continue that buoyancy, trying to continue that flow here at the beginning of the second half. As referee Tony Pinto sorts it out. And out comes Bond. Gets 2 hands to it, but punches out at play. It will be a Real Salt Lake throw. Galaxy dominant throughout, owning much of the possession, as we mentioned. Better of the build-up play, dominating the middle third, asking the questions, but once again proving to find that elusive final ball through has been just too elusive for them. A couple of chances, some good saves from David Ochoa, but nothing really too serious to deal with. Grancier and Chicharito Hernandez with the 2 best chances for LA in the first half. So wide to the right, and here comes RSL dispossessed. Nice piece of defending back there from the Galaxy. Looking tougher and harder to play against. Early ball in for Chicharito Hernandez, who's swarmed by Real Salt Lake defenders. And the hosts come away with it. Always good performers here. In fact, going back to 2009, only 2 other clubs have a better record in the Western Conference on home soil than Real Salt Lake. Lovely cutting ball through. Running hard and charging forward is Julian Araujo, but asking too much of the Galaxy fullback, and it will come out of play for an RSL goal kick. Galaxy's longest winless slide of 47 days. Trying to put an end to it tonight. The third and final meeting of the season against Real Salt Lake. RSL have won 8 of the previous 20 in Utah. LA just 5 wins, the other 7 resulting in draws. But currently the Galaxy have only lost once in their last 6 encounters with their Utah adversaries. So current history favoring the Galaxy, but the current scoreline not. As Pablo Mastroeni will look on nervously from Real Salt Lake. Ever intense is Mastroeni, back to his playing days. And here comes Ruiz dispossessing Raveloson. It's Pablo Ruiz who found that gap, just robbed Raveloson of possession and sent it wide of goal. So Ruiz actually is Argentine, but has expressed a desire to play his international football with Chile. Coming over a couple of years ago from Austrian 3rd Division football. And finding himself quite a home in a collision at midfield between Chicharito Hernandez and, I believe, Albert Rusnak, bringing both men down and very slow to get up. Chicharito's backing in on the Slovakian. Both trying to go for that header and both paying the price as Hernandez just landed awkwardly. So the Galaxy, can they retool? Can they revamp? 8 games remaining, including this one. In the regular season, team, and of course, is sitting narrowly above, just 2 points above their hosts. As Chicharito Hernandez will go over to the assistant referee and talking with Ian Anderson on this near side touchline, trying to appeal his case. He's had a running dialogue with Tori Penso the entire evening. Hasn't been pleased with the calls. The Mexico all-time leading goal scorer. So chance on the reset now, and Koulibaly strides into the RSL half. Picks out the run wide on the left-hand side for Grand Cyr. Sends that ball in and cleared away by Michael Chang. Galaxy right back to work on the right now, thanks to Julian Araujo, supported by Jonathan Dos Santos. Twisting and turning is Efrain Alvarez. Good spell of possession this from LA. He's looking for something to get out of it, and Hernandez is fouled from behind, it appeared. Tried to play it through, and that one will go out of play. It's been a frustrating return for Chicharito Hernandez. Had that goal against Houston a couple of weeks ago. Not the equalizer, but that's the only time he's found the back of the net since returning from injury. A reminder, of course, soccer fans, the Galaxy stretch run plan is now available for all fans. Be here to witness all the biggest matches as your LA Galaxy look to claim home field advantage for the Audi 2021 MLS Cup playoffs. The stretch run includes special rates for remaining regular season games. For more information, email ticket plans at lagalaxy.com or visit lagalaxy.com/tickets today. Goalless here, 8 minutes into half number 2. No changes at halftime for either of these two teams. Claimed by RSL's Justin Glad, supported by Eric Holt, the former UCLA Bruin who grew up in the San Diego area. Near side for Albert Rusnak, but only as far as Nick DePew. But it's come out wide now for the Slovakian. What kind of trouble can he conjure? Rusnak, they back off of him just a bit. Ever aware of his creative talents, and the Galaxy looking to break now. Leggett, supported by Hamalainen on this left-hand side, plays it up the line for Grand Cyr inside RSL territory, and this looks promising for the Galaxy. He'll wait for support from Sebastian Leggett, and the Galaxy will recycle. Near side, Efrain Alvarez for Julian Araujo. Will play this one early. Chicharito is there and just underneath the header as it goes begging. And you can't say that Chicharito has not had his chances, but taking them has been another story for the Mexico ace. The beautiful delivery from Araujo. He just mistimed his jump. Wonderful ball from Julian Araujo. And Chicharito Hernandez just couldn't time it correctly and get over that header. Back the other end we go. It's a foot race between Rubin and DePew. It did well, leaves it off. Now Krylak leaves it. It's Ruiz, denied by Jonathan Bond. The Galaxy caught at the back once again. Absolutely irate with referee Tori Penso. Squared out. And good awareness from Jonathan Bond to send it wide. But the Galaxy nearly caught, and a second would have been absolutely devastating. Depew leaves it squared out, helped on. Good goalkeeping by the Galaxy man to keep it out. The concentration there, the fundamentals were there as he pushes it away from goal, not spilling or succumbing any rebound. So the corner kick upcoming right now for Real Salt Lake. And on the outswinger, headed away by Depew. And Ruiz can't win it. RSL, though, able to get it back. Wide to the right for Herrera. He's been quiet by his own lofty standards. And there is Hamalainen, who's had a real interesting individual battle with the Real Salt Lake wingback. It'll come out of play and will be a Real Salt Lake throw. Ruiz breaks the lines now and it opens up. It's Rubio Rubin. Good block and a step forward from Sega Koulibaly. And it may work out for the Galaxy on the counterattack. Here's Efrain Alvarez pushing it forward. The run from Hernandez is in. It's Chicharito Hernandez and a stupendous save from David Ochoa. He slid with his feet and denied the Galaxy striker. Emergency defending, but spectacular from the Real Salt Lake netminder. Played through beautifully by Efrain Alvarez. Good movement. It was onside and about 12 yards out. Ochoa came off his line quickly to cut down the angle. But no doubt, Chicharito Hernandez visibly frustrated. Ensuing corner, far side, Sebastian Lletget curls one in, but only as far as the head of Eric Holt. Here's Araujo, squares it. It's hit on the snapshot by Raveloson. And Ochoa once again got a touch. It's a shooting gallery opening up, and the Galaxy frustrated that they haven't come away with anything. And it was there, if it weren't for the feet of Ochoa, who made one of the saves of the night. What a save it was. Grandsir, direct now for Raveloson inside the RSL penalty area. It's Efrain Alvarez. He scored the last time these two met. Nearly did it again, trying to pick out that top corner from the right-hand side of the penalty box. Good approach play once again from the Galaxy. As I mentioned, just trying to turn the screw has been difficult. Defense backs off of Alvarez. Can ill afford to do that. Such a cultured left foot, but it was always rising about a foot away from that far side corner. The Galaxy, though, smell some blood in the water. Chicharito Hernandez once again appealing for the decision, but he's not going to get it. And away come RSL looking to break. And it's a 3v5. Rusnak on the edge of the Galaxy box leaves it off. Krylak, the goal scorer. Seeking out some options on the right. It's squared across, and there is Nick Depew to send it to safety. And say what you will, it's been open and entertaining, that's for sure. Throw it now for Aaron Herrera. A 24-year-old American, former New Mexico Lobo. Just trying to take some of the sting out of this Galaxy attack. 59th minute, Real Salt Lake 1, LA 0. Long throw from Herrera. And rising well was Hamalainen. And Everton Luiz will drop it back for Eric Holt, who will leave it to the back. Luiz, nice little turn. The Brazilian, silky smooth, is at number 6. Chang for Krylak. A little bit of a mishit from Krylak. Galaxy coming out and pressing just a bit, trying to harry these RSL defenders out of their own half. But it's broken now for Rubin. Nice slide from behind by Koulibaly to send it to Jonathan Bond as we hit the hour mark in Sandy, Utah. Galaxy trying to conjure up something special. They conceded first against Austin. They did it against Minnesota as well as Houston. Colorado did it to them as well. Make it 5 games running. It's broken now for Chicharito Hernandez. Leaves it off wide to the left-hand side and intercepted. As Chicharito had gotten goal side, he did really well. If it wasn't for Justin Glad, LA could have broken this RSL defense. It was nicely played through from Efra Alvarez. Was Chicharito offside? It certainly appeared to be the case. Referee's assistant keeping the flag down, however. So the corner kick once again coming in for the Galaxy. 6th of the evening. Trying to pick out Depew. It takes a bounce around the penalty area. And the referee had whistled it dead, spotting something. So free kick for Real Salt Lake. Knowing each and every point is of the essence. We're at that stage of the season where results taking precedence over performances. As Real Salt Lake in search of their 7th shutout of 2021. And some pretty formidable opponents in that shutout streak. Holding Seattle, Nashville, and Colorado goalless amongst the previous 6. This team that's taken some good results. Had the win over Seattle, as we mentioned. 3-0 triumph over Colorado back in July. And 3-1 win over Sporting Kansas City in May. They are unpredictable. And perhaps that could make them the most dangerous of opponents. The Galaxy found out the hard way at the end of the first half. RSL on the front foot here now. Michael Chang has been very quiet. Kreilach lets it go, and it sat up and ran so beautifully. And Real Salt Lake really should have had their second. Aaron Herrera on the leave from Kreilach, arriving to the center of the penalty area. Beautiful approach play as Chang leaves it. I believe it was a miss from Kreilach, and whether he was called off of it by Herrera, that's the question. But nevertheless, it presented itself. Now it's a swing and a miss from Kreilach. Herrera did well to keep his concentration, but his touch not up to the same level of caliber. So the Galaxy dodge a huge bullet. Can ill afford to concede one, but they've got to show some adventure right now and come out. They've been prodding and probing. They've been the better of the two teams. But RSL come out with purpose, going from strength to strength. Here's Rusnak, about 20 yards away, and is robbed of possession. Ravelison, quick to go on this left-hand side. He finds his way to Samuel Grandcir, the former Monaco man who prefers that inside channel, but just gives it away unnecessarily. Looked to be a foul in the center of the park, but the referees wave play on. Araujo rides the challenge from Chang. Araujo pulls it back. Sammy Grandcir, and he has it saved by Eric Holt, who just got the block in. RSL are absolutely becoming battered and beaten right now, but they haven't conceded. The Galaxy trying to score. They haven't done so since the 61st minute of the Houston game back on September 15th. First sub of the night, Sebastian Lletget off, and it will be Dejan Joveljic on. And this is a change of shape, perhaps. So Joveljic on, Lletget off, and Lletget really a non-factor. Not the best evening for USA man who was just selected for a World Cup qualification duty. So Lletget will be given the breather, his shift over. And Damir Kreilach will be given a chance to get some treatment. Rusnak, by the way, collecting his 10th assist of the season. An incredible campaign for the Slovakian, and Krylak in visible discomfort, limping off as he receives some attention from the Real Salt Lake medical staff. Galaxy fans, catch the biggest match of the year as your Galaxy take on LAFC with a special celebration for LA Galaxy and U.S. men's national team legend Landon Donovan. Be here at Dignity Health Sports Park to witness this once-in-a-lifetime moment in soccer history this Sunday, October 3rd at 5 p.m. Visit lagalaxy.com/tickets to secure your seats today. Near side, Efrain Alvarez will take it short as the Galaxy like to do, looking for that better angle. And he'll play one across, but a little too tall that time for Raveloson. Alvarez, a good game. Been full of all kinds of creative adventure. This set up some good chances for Chicharito, who was unable to cash in. So the Galaxy looking for a way back as we hit the midpoint of half number 2. Great to have you along wherever you may be. Galaxy trailing 1-0 thanks to a late first half strike by Damir Krylak. Cleared away by LA's Julian Araujo. And up and over the top for Rubio Rubin. Great first touch. Rubin's got a lot of work to do. It's Rubin. Was closed down on the angle by Nick DePue. He continues to have a war of words with the referee's assistant on that far side. Rubin a little frustrated. Started off really well this season, Rubio Rubin. In fact, 4 goals and 2 assists in his first 5 games. 3 goals and 2 assists in his last 21. Gives you an idea of the way things have gone for him. Back the other way we go on the goal kick. Galaxy trying to mount something of consequence. Here's Araujo. Sends in that long diagonal. Beautiful ball for Grand Cyr. With a sublime first touch, it will switch the point of attack. This is Alvarez. Alvarez squares it. There it is for the taking, surely, for Chicharito, who can't buy a goal at this point. Ochoa with a death-defying, physics-defying save. Incredible from the Real Salt Lake keeper. Was Chicharito Hernandez in the offside position? That looked to be the case. Nevertheless, what a save from Ochoa, as Hernandez had it set on a doorstep. Point-blank range from about 4 yards out. And it is not his day. Visibly distraught, talking with himself, and why not? It just has not dropped for him. He has had his chances, though. Taking them, as I mentioned, has been another matter entirely. So back the other way, the Galaxy continue to forage away. They have had their chances, the Galaxy. And you can't fault their creative endeavor and their ability to get forward and create those chances. 4 shots on target. Out shooting RSL by 13-7. Here come Real Salt Lake. Chang on the edge of the Galaxy box. Blocked by Sega Koulibaly, and out it will come. It'll be the 3rd corner of the night for Real Salt Lake. In no hurry to take it right now. Galaxy trying to remain vigilant. As I mentioned, they've conceded 4 times from corner kicks this year. RSL have scored 3. Rusnak's delivery. Oban spilled it, but recovered. Galaxy so dangerous, so menacing. Bearing down time after time. Wave after wave of attacking forays, getting that penetration inside the opposition penalty box. And unable to cash in is Ochoa, and a combination of hapless finishing tonight has left the Galaxy goalless here, but plenty of time to find that precious equalizer. 20 minutes left in this one. It's played up, and the chest from Joveljic trying to play it forward for Chicharito to no avail. So into the gloves of David Ochoa. And a tough run here in September for the Galaxy. Just the 2 points from the previous 4 games. And 5 of their last 6 games coming away from home. Here's Efra Alvarez, loses possession now. Only happy to oblige is RSL. This is Michael Chang, leaving it off for Tony Dakovic. Dakovic, their new signing in June, coming over from Aris of Greece. He's trying to solidify that back line. This is an RSL franchise very much in disarray right now. Of course, the owner, Deloy Hansen, has seen the team up for sale after some recent sexist and racist remarks by the Real Salt Lake owner. The league has decided to step in and find a suitable buyer, but finding one is really not proven to be easy in the age of a pandemic right now. They've lost their NWSL team, the Utah Royals, who have since moved over to Kansas City. The Galaxy trying to take advantage of a team in disarray, but they themselves really haven't been able to turn the right screw offensively. Here comes Michael Chang now on the giveaway. Takes a deflection in. Bond thought about coming for it. Depew wins the header, and it sits up. Ruiz on the overhead for Krylak, who has his attempt blocked. And away comes Grancier. Joveljic dropping into his own half, but gives it away. And RSL playing with a high line, win it back with relative ease. Wide to the right now, and here come the hosts. Looking for that insurance goal. It's just too far out in front of Krylak, but the flag had gone up regardless. So a free kick for LA, and they're appealing. Why wasn't it let to play advantage? Why did they pull it back when Galaxy had already won possession? Some real strange refereeing decisions tonight, I have to say. Flag had gone up late as they are instructed to do, but the referee calling it back. The Galaxy had already started their counterattack. Surely you play advantage and wave play on. Wide to the left. Pulled across. Good-looking cross at that. Second ball presents itself. Efrain Alvarez on the edge of the area and has it blocked. Picked up by Araujo as Greg Vanny remonstrating off his bench. Here comes Ravelisson. Hamalainen now leaves it for Grancier. It's that little bit of extra creative ingenuity in the offing here for Los Angeles. They're going to need something special. Koulibaly. Araujo, wide on the right. Inside that RSL defensive third, serves it up, and a shove in the back is Chicharito was jumping for the header. Took a nudge from Justin Glad. Just enough to throw off the Mexican striker. Well, they've been up against it tonight, Real Salt Lake. They've been fortunate, lucky. A lot of last-ditch emergency defending inside their own penalty box, or they've done a lot of that defending. Rising is Ravelisson. Here's Rusnak. And here they come. The Galaxy looking to break forward now. Squared from Chicha. This is Alvarez. Grancier wheels around on that inside channel. Sends it forward for Chicharito Hernandez. Better football this. This is Jonathan Dos Santos for Julian Araujo on the edge of the box. Pulls it across. And once again pins the ears back on Real Salt Lake. And they'll come out. It'll be another corner. The 8th of the evening for LA. Galaxy looking to cash in from a corner kick on the 4th occasion, but once again goes short. Araujo pumps one in, takes a ping around. It'll come out for a goal kick. And interesting decisions as the Galaxy have been going short on these corner kicks. And we asked Greg Vanny that in a recent media call. He said, We try to pull the defense out, make the move, create a different angle. We've been trying a lot of different things. Eventually, we think we're going to settle into a more simple approach, but Vanny himself, as a defender, knows that it's easy when you're in a static position to defend a corner kick. He wants to create movement, uncertainty, and pull the opposing defenders out of their places and their shape on those dead balls. Hasn't bared much fruit as of late. Only 7 of the Galaxy's 37 goals have come from set pieces and dead balls this year, 2 of which from the penalty kick spot. Here's Joveljic now trying to become involved, sliding in with a no-nonsense approach. Once again, is glad the Galaxy get it right back. Slid forward now. Araujo arrives, pulls it across. Troublesome ball for RSL. They dodge the bullet. Jonah Dos Santos for his countryman Chicharito Hernandez inside the box. Alvarez plays it through. Chicharito finally with the breakthrough in Los Angeles. Perseverance succeeds finally. Javier Chicharito Hernandez with his 12th of the season, and LA deservedly right back in it. Well worked, and they finally just wore them down. Jonah Dos Santos, good back-to-play goal from Chicharito Hernandez. Just a simple 1-2, and Chicharito, with a quick turn, took it well. And a man who's been so frustrated this evening relieves that pressure. That will do wonders for his confidence, his second since coming back from injury, and new life for LA, who are trying to climb back from the depths. The goal on the 76th minute from Javier Chicharito Hernandez, who moves level with Tamir Kreilach for 12 on the campaign. So Sammy Grandsir will come off, and on comes Victor Vasquez. And we'll see a change coming up here for Real Salt Lake, a double switch. Andrew Brody coming on for just his 10th appearance. He'll come in on the right-hand side of defense. He's been out with an injury for quite some time. Good to have him back. And Justin Miram replacing Herrera. And we'll see another change added late here for Real Salt Lake. It looks as though they're going to bring on their Ecuadorian winger, Anderson Julio, to replace Rubio Rubin. So wholesale changes now for RSL. And we'll see if they pay off. But they've been riding their luck, been living dangerously at the back, and eventually the Galaxy get that breakthrough. Frustration is over, and a whole new ball game here. And now, what will we see out of this Real Salt Lake team with some fresh legs? That's the keen question. Rusnak trying to find the first touch for Miram now. Good movement from Rusnak. It sits up for Kreilach. This is a great response, and Julio denied by Bond. What a move from Real Salt Lake. It was flowing and precise and crisp, and it nearly resulted with their second of the night. What a move. Rusnak, Kreilach takes 2 touches and just plays a simple square ball from Anderson Julio, who's foiled by Jonathan Bond. Bond's been a busy goalkeeper this season, we can tell you. 93 saves, 3rd most in Major League Soccer. And he's missed 3 games. So we'll see what's in the offing. So Miram in at left wing back. Doesn't look like there's a change of shape here for RSL. Miram replaces Chang. Glad, Holt, and Dotkovic still holding down that 3-man central defense as they go up this right-hand side for Brody, who's come in at that right wing back role. So changes on both sides of those wing back positions where so much is asked of a player. But space is opened up. Chicharito Hernandez and Joveljic sends it high. It's a giveaway. Careless from Real Salt Lake, who've been sloppy. The middle third just hasn't been there. And it was Joveljic trying to pick out that top corner. He was just off by a smidge. Of course, Joveljic came on for the last 10 minutes on Sunday against Austin, the 22-year-old Serb. Now in his 9th appearance, the 4th of which has come as a substitute in his brief stint here with Los Angeles. Signed at the beginning of August from Eintracht Frankfurt. Sits up for Chicharito Hernandez and wanted a foul from the referee, but thought he was shoved in the back. There's no shortage and no questioning this man's resolve. Chicharito Hernandez, not fit, as one can tell, but getting there. Doesn't have that crisp, quick movement that we saw in which he scored 10 goals in the first 11 games this season. Greg Vanney says, you can't expect him to come back into that type of form after an injury that limited his movement and his ability to stay fit from a cardiovascular standpoint. Still trying to play his way into full match fitness now. Galaxy level with less than 10 minutes left. The throw in on this near side for Julian Araujo. The flick from Chicharito Hernandez. And it sits up for Efrain Alvarez. Good support from Araujo now. And it's popped out wide to this left-hand side for Nico Hamalainen. On the left for Victor Vasquez. And cheaply given away now, and here it comes. This one becoming a little bit stretched. Miram coming into his central area, just loses it and presents it to Jonathan Dos Santos. Chicharito Hernandez tried to link with Dejan Joveljic, so 2 in attack right now. The Galaxy going with a 4-4-2. And back the other way. Soccer fans, LA Galaxy is excited to announce season tickets for the 2022 MLS season are now on sale. Learn all about what it means to be a part of the Galaxy community by joining as an LA Galaxy season ticket member. Call 1-877-3-GALAXY, that's 342-5299, or visit lagalaxy.com/since96 today. Coming up on the post-game show, we'll keep you apprised of all the results around Major League Soccer, and we'll break this one down for you with our save and man of the match. It's all coming up on the Galaxy Radio post-game show. Free kick, 83rd minute, dispatched by Nick Depew. Miram. There's only been 10 draws in 44 meetings between these two, the last of which was a couple of months ago here in Sandy. And the Galaxy came back from 2 goals down to take a share of the points, 2-2. But Datkovic is forged away on this left-hand side, met headstrong on the challenge by Araujo, did really well to track it down and not concede the corner. Deep throw-in. Just over 5 minutes plus added on time remaining. Real Salt Lake just trying to see this one out. They're going to bring in Nick Beasler to replace Pablo Ruiz. So on comes Beasler, the 28-year-old who's been used sparingly. In late second half substitute roles primarily as of late. Here's Miram, who slices right through it on a nice piece of interplay with Damir Krylak. It'll be a far side throw-in for the Los Angeles Galaxy. 4 wins, 6 defeats, and 3 draws on their travels this season. But just 1 win in their last 5 on the road. Is something going to change here? And this is a type of result that can change a season. 7 games remaining after tonight. Still plenty of time to change the outcome. Back to Bond. Koulibaly with a timely intervention. He's left a hole at the back now. It's plugged by Araujo. Did really well not going to ground with Miram. And did well to keep it in. Miram, of course, the American-born Iraqi international. American-born with Iraqi parents. He's featured for Iraq in Asian World Cup qualifying throughout his entire career, now 32. Good flick forward to the first touch from Beasler. The Galaxy get it back from the Malagasy. Ryan Ravelicin. He tries to play a searching ball for Dejan Joveljic, but it didn't quite come off. Wide to the right now, and here come Real Salt Lake. Can they see this one out? They made their 4 substitutions, still one allotted. Miram brings it down and shielded off of it by Hernandez. Chicharito, no shortage of desire from him. His work rate to be applauded. Ravelicin now. Can they pick the lock one more time? Wide to the left-hand side, and the cross will need to be a good one. Efra Alvarez out in front. Confusion for Real Salt Lake, but they cover it up. And talk about unassured defending. They are hanging on by the thinnest of threads. Here in Sandy on their home ground, the Galaxy with their tails up and looking for a winner. Jonah Dos Santos. Ravelicin. Dos Santos fouled from behind. Referee waves it on. Here's Koulibaly, the French defender. Trying to angle one to that left-hand side for Vasquez, and it's cut out. That right-hand side by Brody. It was a great-looking cross as it was popped up by Hamalainen. No one picking up Efra Alvarez. Terrible marking and defending we've seen through long stretches tonight from Real Salt Lake, who have been reactionary, scrambling. They've been let off the hook more times than not. So the Galaxy will make a double switch, their second and third changes of the evening. That will see Sasha Kleshchin and Kevin Cabral come on. Efra Alvarez's night is over. Good shift from the kid. And Chicharito Hernandez will come off as Cabral comes on to lead the line alongside Joveljic. So Kevin Cabral, who was sacrificed as one of the 4 changes tonight from the team that lost in Austin on Sunday, back on for a late game cameo. Anderson Julio, the Ecuadorian speedster, wide on this right-hand side. Here comes Real Salt Lake. Still time for a winner. Just have not been very good tonight, Real Salt Lake, despite that goal, which was a virtual gift. Pablo Mastroeni nervously chewing away on that gum. It's almost as if the roles have been reversed, where the Galaxy feel like they're the home team, wanting more out of this, chasing the victory, and Real Salt Lake trying to lock it up and get out of here with it, just a share of the points. '89th minute is that long ball down the right-hand side, giving chases Cabral, who won't be able to keep it in. Soccer fans, the Galaxy Stretch Run plan is now available for all fans. Be here to witness all the biggest matches as your LA Galaxy look to claim home field advantage for the upcoming Audi 2021 MLS Cup playoffs. The Stretch Run includes special rates for remaining regular season games. For information, email ticket plans at lagalaxy.com or visit lagalaxy.com/tickets today. Lovely poke away from Ravelicin. Is this their moment? The Galaxy needing some inspiration. Araujo has provided it all night, squares it across, near post run from Cabral, who tried to flick it past the keeper with the faintest of touches. Just didn't quite come off. And back the other way. Well, it's not from a lack of graft and application tonight, that's for sure. Galaxy looking for that last bit of payoff. They've been the better team, but the flag is up, offside against Los Angeles. Free kick for the Galaxy. Another look at this ball slid across, and it was the flick from Cabral. Made a nice inside-out diagonal run into the near post. And once again, Ochoa gives it away. Down the right they come. This time it's Sasha Kleshtin with a touch. Well weighted and in. Cabral arrives. Ochoa was off his line. Crosses over, but nicely intercepted by the head of Justin Glad. 6 minutes will be added on. Incredibly. Justin Glad saving their bacon again. Plenty of time here, but the Galaxy trying to keep their nose to the grindstone. Squared out in front. This time it's Holt stepping to the forefront. Here's Jonathan Dos Santos now for Julian Araujo. Right back to work. Nice one, too. Araujo squares it out right in the center of the area in that 6-yard box, but no one able to get to it. Relentless pressure from Los Angeles. Dos Santos, Koulibaly, Kleshtin, one of the captains of this team, slid through now. It's Cabral, whose movement is really causing Real Salt Lake problems. Brilliant approach play once again, but Araujo's ball moments ago just behind Cabral. Cabral has these instinctive off-the-ball movements, sometimes just let down by his second touch, however. Here's Kleshtin's delivery. The header on the awkward shaping of the body from Dejan Joveljic. Couldn't quite find the target. He just had to contort himself. It was Joveljic who had his back to goal, trying to turn around and send that looping header in under the crossbar, but it just goes over it. Still with ample time. Did well, Joveljic. A lot of athleticism from the young Serb. Just trying to help it forward, and he does. Cabral, it's on for the Galaxy. Is there a winner? It's Dejan Joveljic. Squares it out. Did Ochoa keep it in? Yes. Smart goalkeeping as he avoids the corner. Galaxy, remember, just one more game before the international break. We'll have it for you. You can join Joe Totino and I on a great night for soccer. It's the final installment of El Tráfico here this Sunday at 5 p.m. That's just after the statue dedication for Galaxy legend Landon Donovan. A great day in Carson. If you haven't got tickets, head over to the website or come on down to Dignity Health Sports Park and get yours in a fixture that never disappoints. One in stoppage time, 93rd minute, as Justin Miram gives it a ride. Postgame show is coming up after this one, but still the matter at hand, and the Galaxy in search of a winner. Trying to do something that they've done only once before this season. In the previous 12 opportunities, a come-from-behind victory. Flicked on now, and it may be on. It's Raveloson, took a deflection on the way out. Corner kick upcoming, and it will be number 9 for Ryan Raveloson and the Galaxy. Trotting over to take it is the Spaniard, Victor Vasquez, who saw a lot of these on the training ground with Barcelona at La Masia. Vasquez's delivery, Kleshtin heads it out. Araujo drops the shoulder, and he has his pocket picked by Nick Beasler. Good defending individually. But Araujo able to sprint and get it back. The referee not interested in the foul, and the Galaxy continue to heap on the pressure. Kleshtin, the diagonal over the head of Joveljic and out. What a tackle from Julian Araujo. He is just magnificent, folks. If you haven't got down to Dignity Health Sports Park, it's worth it alone, the price of admission, to watch this young man play. He is exemplary, the best fullback in Major League Soccer, who has an international career ahead of him, whether it's with the U.S. or Mexico, and no doubt European fortune awaiting him. Enjoy him while you've got him. And back over the top for Everton Louise, trying to ice it late. Everton Louise with an absolute dagger against the run of play. It is the cruelest of blows applied by Anderson Julio. Unbelievable. Real Salt Lake with 2 good chances tonight and 2 goals. RSL 2, LA 1. My goodness. Heartbreak City. Anderson Julio with goal number 7. It was helped on through the center against a run of play. And the Galaxy once again caught out at the back. Caught napping everyone forward. Julio just lurking behind Depew. He gets goal side. Cheeky little flick, hits it on the volley and slams it right past Jonathan Bond, who had absolutely no chance at that one. Oh my, and this one is going to hurt. Only in this funny old game where you can be the better team and dominate the proceedings, have the better chances, can you lose and have nothing to show for it. It is both the beauty and the ugliness of soccer all wrapped up in one 96-minute game. Incredible. 7th goal of the season for Anderson Julio. Off the bench into the goals. And it's Julio again on the break. Is Everton Louise, who had the assist moments ago. At the center of it on this right-hand side. My goodness. The Galaxy have had the wind just sucked right out of their sails in search of that winner, but leaving themselves vulnerable in the process. Unreal. And the corner will be taken short on that far side for Real Salt Lake. 5 minutes into stoppage time. It is full time. This one is over. Anderson Julio with the winner. Seconds before the whistle blew. And after 6 minutes of stoppage time, Real Salt Lake steal it. Full time here in Sandy, Utah. RSL 2, the Galaxy 1. Stay with us. The postgame show is coming up next.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. Power up like a pro. Contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit SpectrumMobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit SpectrumMobile.com/save for details.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy. Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, You can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
San Manuel Casino is changing its name and changing the game. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, with 2 new casino floors, now with over 6,500 slots, the most in the West. A new high-limit room for 5 elevated gaming experiences, new luxury retail shops, restaurants, and bars, and even more thrills to come. Experience a level of thrill that California has never seen before. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich, Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
And welcome back. You want to talk about Heartbreak City? Well, that's Sandy, Utah tonight, where the LA Galaxy were the better of the two teams, dominated possession, had the lion's share of the chances, and eventually got the equalizer in the second half after Damir Krylak had gotten one on the stroke of halftime. The Galaxy heading to stoppage time, pouring forward, looking for a winner. However, sucker punched by Anderson Julio 5 minutes into stoppage time. And as a result, Real Salt Lake able to steal one here on their home field, 2-1. Let's break this one down for you. The Galaxy, 60% of the possession, but it was possession with a purpose, especially in the second half when they were taking bite after bite out of this Real Salt Lake defense. In terms of shots, the Galaxy with 20 shots, 5 on target, 12 shots for Real Salt Lake, 4 on target, in which they converted 2. In terms of corner kicks, the Galaxy with 10, RSL with 4, and saves, well, you have to take your hat off to David Ochoa, who made some really big saves tonight on Chicharito Hernandez. 4 times he was called into service. Jonathan Bond making 2 saves, but the only stat that matters, after 90 minutes, Real Salt Lake 2, the Galaxy 1. As a result, now the Galaxy 8 games without a victory, no wins in the last 47 games, their longest stretch without maximum points for the entirety of 2021, and now they find themselves getting into a dire situation now with 7 games left on the campaign as they look forward to El Tráfico coming up in Carson on Sunday night. So, indeed, a lot to look forward to. We're going to step aside here, but keep it right here on the postgame show. When we return, we'll take a look at our save of the match, our MVP of the match, plus a look around elsewhere in Major League Soccer. Full-time, RSL 2, the Galaxy 1. Postgame show rolls on after this.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy. Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
San Manuel Casino is changing its name and changing the game. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, with 2 new casino floors, now with over 6,500 slots, the most in the West. A new high-limit room for 5 elevated gaming experiences, new luxury retail shops, restaurants, and bars, and even more thrills to come. Experience a level of thrill that California has never seen before. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
And welcome back. The Galaxy is still trying to believe what just happened. I had a chance to catch up with Sasha Kleshin on a post-match interview, and he said, I cannot believe we lost this game. Absolutely incredible. We controlled the game in each and every way, but to get sucker punched like that and not come away with anything is really hard for us to swallow. Extremely frustrating is how the Galaxy substitute characterized this one. Time now for our Spectrum Mobile Save of the Match. The save of the game, of course, is brought to you by Spectrum Mobile, the fastest-growing mobile provider in the nation. Harken back to the 58th minute, a timely intervention by David Ochoa, denying Chicharito Hernandez, visibly frustrating the LA Galaxy striker, keeping Real Salt Lake in this. Combination of poor finishing from the Galaxy and some good goalkeeping from the RSL netminder, keeping RSL and allowing them to keep LA at bay. Eventually getting that breakthrough from the Galaxy gave them a little bit of buoyancy and confidence, but in the end, undone as they were caught out, giving the ball away in midfield, and Anderson Julio going down to take all 3 points. Time now for Herbalife Man of the Match. Herbalife, nutrition for a better life, and you have to take your hat off to Damir Kreilach, who not only got the go-ahead strike just before halftime, but played a role in that assist, setting it up for Anderson Julio as the Ecuadorian made no response on the half volley for the match winner. A goal and assist tonight for the Croatian, who has 12 goals on the campaign, as well as recording his 6th assist. Indeed, a job well done to Damir Kreilach, our Herbalife Nutrition Better Life Man of the Match. Let's get you updated on some of the other scores around Major League Soccer, and a lot going on. Atlanta 1-0 over Miami. A second-half penalty kick from Josef Martinez, the difference there. Toronto FC 3, Cincinnati 2. DC 3, Minnesota United 1. Schaffelberg, Delgado, and Achara getting goals in the second half for DC United as they continue, or rather, Ola Kamara, Gressel, and Moreno getting the second half goals for DC as they continue to roll. Montreal losing at home to the New England Revolution and have already wrapped up a playoff spot. New York City FC losing 2-0 away to Chicago Fire. FC Dallas upended at home by Sporting Kansas City. Nashville 2, Orlando 2. Austin, who just defeated LA, losing on the road to Colorado by 3-0. The Houston Dynamo goalless at home to the Vancouver Whitecaps. And we can tell you this, 2 more games in progress as we speak right now. Just before halftime, the Portland Timbers winning away to LAFC, 1-0 just before halftime. Same story for Seattle, but up 2-0 at halftime away to San Jose. And here's what it all means in terms of the standings and a huge shakeup here in the Western Conference. Sporting Kansas City reclaims their spot atop the West, now 1 point clear of Seattle. However, the Sounders do have 2 games in hand. The result tonight means the Galaxy have dropped down to the 6th position. Real Salt Lake have leapfrogged them on 39 points. The Galaxy's hold on the playoffs becoming tenuous 1 point above 7th place Minnesota, who were losers tonight. Vancouver closing in just 4 points off the pace behind the Galaxy. Now with 7 games remaining, it is going to go down to the wire, and the Galaxy will want to get their house in order. Come and join us this Sunday at Dignity Health Sports Park, 5 p.m. kickoff time, as the Galaxy will tangle with their city rivals LAFC for one last final time and a chance at city bragging rights. So you can join myself and Joe Totino for the call right here on LAGalaxy.com at 4:45 for the pregame show. Final thoughts tonight. The Galaxy were the better team. They created a boatload of chances, but let down by poor finishing. No time to sulk, no time to think about it. Come home, lick your wounds, and get ready for a massive derby that is going to mean so much here in the race for the Western Conference playoffs. That's going to do it for us on behalf of all the good people with the LA Galaxy. This is Christian Miles signing off, and the final score, Real Salt Lake 2, the Galaxy 1. Good night, everybody.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy. Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
San Manuel Casino is changing its name and changing the game. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, with 2 new casino floors, now with over 6,500 slots, the most in the West. A new high-limit room for 5 elevated gaming experiences, new luxury retail shops, restaurants, and bars, and even more thrills to come. Experience a level of thrill that California has never seen before. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.